Happy New Year, my Messies. It's me, Rose Messy, bringing you another messy video, so help me God. Thank you for tuning in to my channel. If you like my content, please like, subscribe, ring that notification bell so you know every time I drop a messy video. Okay, guys, 2025 came in with a bang, okay? The violence is, oh my God, the violence is, it's on another level. It's on another level. As we're trying to prepare for a new year, thinking that we're going to have the next 12 months of something different than we had before. We start off with 2 mass shootings within hours of each other. First, I'm going to bring you some raw footage from the New Orleans shooting. The death toll for the New Orleans mass shooting is around 15 now, with about 30 or some odd people injured. Our prayers go out to the families that lost loved ones, to those that are injured as well. The first video I will show will be footage of what happened prior to the truck ramming into the crowd. And then there'll be, of course, in a police update video of updating, what has currently taken place, the identity of the person that did the killings, and a little bit about his background and things of that nature. And then, lo and behold, around about 11:30 last night, Eastern time, in the city of New York, there was a mass shooting where at least 10 to 11 people may have been injured or is fatal. Okay, so I'll bring you that update as well. As we are preparing for 2025 to come in, thinking that, again, this year is going to start off different. It's not going to be like it was before. We have a different type of year where we are faced with these acts of violence, these shootings, these terrorist attacks on the people in New Orleans. And then I'm thinking that the New York attacks was maybe something personal, because they said those suspects are still at large from what I heard from the last update. So let's get into this breaking news about 2025 coming in with the bang with these mass shootings. Here we go. Here's the first video of the raw footage prior in New Orleans, and then the update, and then we'll take you to the New York mass shooting update as well.
The subject has been identified as 42-year-old Samsud Dim Jabbar, a U.S.-born citizen from Texas. He was driving a Ford pickup truck, which appears to be rented, and we are working to confirm how the subject came in possession of this vehicle. An ISIS flag was located on the trailer hitch of the vehicle, and the FBI is working to determine the subject's potential associations and affiliations with terrorist organizations.
Last night, we had over 300 officers out here. And because of the intentional mindset of this perpetrator who went around our barricades in order to conduct this, he was hell-bent on creating the carnage and the damage that he did.
As you can see with the New Orleans shooting, it was horrific scene out there. A lot of people didn't even really know what was going on. If you can notice in the video prior to the incident, a lot of people didn't know what was going on. The police were able to get them cleared off the street and get that crowd dispersed and moving on, back to their homes or vehicles or whatever. But it looks like further down that street where you see that group of people running towards, that's where the incident must have taken place. And of course, I tried to find footage that is now being removed or it's now blocked. You can't get that footage from the actual impact unless you maybe get it from like a news channel or something like that. Again, our prayers do go out to the people for the victims in New Orleans. That is horrible. Next, we're going to go to the one that happened last night about 11:30 p.m. in New York, and we'll get that update as well.
Good morning. Thank you for being here. I'm Philip Rivera, Chief of Patrol, and with me tonight are Assistant Chief Kevin Williams, Patrol Borough Queens South, and Inspector Donald Bowler, Detective Borough Queens South. Let me start by saying that there's zero tolerance for these senseless shootings, these horrible acts of violence on our streets, and those responsible for this crime will be apprehended and brought to justice. The information I'm about to provide is preliminary and subject to change, as this incident just happened a few hours ago. Last night, January 1st, at approximately 11:18 p.m., the NYPD received multiple 911 calls for several people shot in front of an event space located here at 91-12 144th Place. Our initial investigation revealed that approximately 90 people were inside the location in an upstairs private event space. The venue was at capacity and a queue of about 15 people formed outside awaiting as other attendees exited. 4 males were walking eastbound on 91st Avenue onto 144th Place towards the venue. 3 to 4 males then opened fire over 30 times in the direction of the group standing outside the event space, striking multiple victims. The males fled on foot westbound on 91st Street towards 143rd Place, where they entered a light-colored sedan with out-of-state plates. Officers responding to the multiple 911 calls found a total of 10 victims, 6 females, 4 males, which were taken to area hospitals. All of the victims are expected to recover with non-life-threatening injuries. The public has been very instrumental in the recent weeks to help us capture dangerous individuals like these 4 men. We ask the public, if you see something, say something, and call our Crime Stoppers tip line. All calls are confidential. That's 1-800-577-TIPS, 1-800-577-TIPS.
Okay, as you heard the police give an update on this shooting, it is fairly fresh, just a couple of hours ago. From what we understand, the suspects are still at large. There's no motive at this time of what happened. Again, I'm praying that this is just a coincidence, that this is not how 2025 will be. Hopefully these are not related to one another. This is not another terrorist attack, and that it's just some random thing that happened. Again, to the victims in this incident as well, our prayers and condolences go out to you and your families there. Guys, let's stay on high alert. Pay attention to your surroundings. Pay attention to when you're in large crowds. It may not be good to maybe frequent large crowds right now. Maybe try to do more things at home until we can get a grasp on what's really taking place. Are these random acts of violence? Is there some type of a terrorist cell or movement going through the United States to, harm U.S. citizens? Until we find out exactly what's going on, I think we need to be on high alert. I think we need to be diligent to keep our family safe and to maybe remain, as focused as we can on large crowds, going to places where there are a lot of people where you can't really, judge or see who was going to do what, okay? I would be very careful about going into large crowds with the second incident happening within hours of one another, whether they're related or not. You know what I'm saying? We don't know the intentions of people. We don't know what people have on their mind. It could be mental health issues. It could be terrorist cells or whatever. But we don't want to live in fear, but you do want to be cautious, okay? I will continue to try to give updates on these incidents that's taking place. Prayer for those victims and everybody involved. Shout out to all the responding officers and the EMTs and the people that responded so quickly, so swiftly. We're praying that everybody is okay. And I'm just shocked that this year is coming in this way. Again, if you like my content, please like, share, leave a comment down below what you think so far about 2025. What do you think? You think these are just random acts of violence? Do you think 2025 will be more of this coming? Tell me what you think down below in the comments. Ring that notification bell so you know every time I make a video. And until next time, smooches.